Do it again, Alan.
Do it again, Alan.
One more time. Do it. Do it. Do it again.
Do it again, Alan. Do that. Do what you were doing.
Do it like you were doing a minute ago.
Look at Daddy and do it.
Do it. Oh. Oh.
Alan,
Oh. Oh. Last week we were in Vegas for my seminar, and Heidi took the kids to the Children's Museum, and then we survived the bus ride that never ended. This week we get back to vacationing as we head over to Zion National Park and explore the area around our campsite. Alright, we're leaving Vegas, and we're heading to Zion. We're staying in the RV park on the east gate, so we get to drive through Zion.
So it's 2 o'clock now, and we're leaving Las Vegas. We just cleaned up the RV, and Johnny finished his continuing ed. The girls ate and showered, and my parents went swimming in the pool and showered. Can you say hello?
I'm drawing pictures.
You're drawing pictures? Very good. Very pretty. And we're off. Gwendolyn and I are playing Uno. Ellen is sleeping. Johnny is driving because he's a master chauffeur.
We are about to go through the tunnel in Zion National Park. So if you want to do this and you have an RV that's over 11.5 feet wide or 11.5 feet tall, and whatever the width is a maximum width, then you have to get a tunnel permit because they shut the traffic down one way so you can make it through. So that's something to keep out for. If you come out here in an RV, make sure you come. And there's certain hours that they're operating too. And if you come outside of those hours, they won't let you through. Like today on Sunday, and this time of year, it's 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So we just made it. It's like 7:30 right now. We just got here just in time. So if you come out this way and you're in an RV that's pretty big, then you need to make sure you get that permit and get here during the day. And you get some pretty nice views right here. That is a big mountain. And here's the little guard shack. And they let us stop. And they wait, and once all traffic is through, then they'll let us through. We made it out to Zion. We drove through last night. We're just outside of the east gate at this little campground that we found. I only booked it a couple days ago, so it actually worked out really well. They had spots. Most of the other places around here don't have any spots unless you book it a few weeks out.
That is
Wow, look at my rock now.
it's glistening.
Yeah. Cool, shiny rock. You see? Let's get a close up. That's cool.
You gonna go for a hike?
I'll dump them
Short
out.
hike? Yeah, let's do a short hike.
Short hike because it's so sunny.
So there's the campground, and there is our RV, bathhouse, washing area. So behind me is the little store we were just in. It's called the Get Outpost. So you can get stuff at the outpost. So the next plan is to go for a little hike, and I want to get kind of high up in elevation if I can. And see if we can get some good drone shots. I think I can fly just about anywhere, as long as it's not too windy. It seems pretty windy up high, so we'll have to see.
Dad, go inside.
Go inside.
Yeah, I need to put these rocks down.
You can put them down. Why don't you just stick them in the backpack? Let's put them in the backpack.
Well, they're gonna spill all over.
It's okay.
No, I don't want them.
Don't tie them closed. Tie the top closed.
It's a pretty steep incline.
Wow.
Can you see him?
Can't whistle. Can't see us.
There's Mom down there, and Gwendolyn.
So Gwendolyn got tired, and her and Ellen haven't been feeling too good lately. So me and Heidi just decided to come up here. I want to see how high up I can get so I can fly the drone. It's not too windy at the moment, so we'll see what happens. But this is pretty freaking awesome considering not even in the park. Yeah, she sees us. Oh, it's steep. Wow, come see.
Little baby cactus. Cacti.
Look that way. Back to the canyon. Maybe up there. Gotta find shade where you can get it. And there happens to be a giant water tank up here. So let's see how far this trail goes. Kind of looks like a trail. Got some pretty good shots with the drone of the canyon over here. I had some birds were like flying at it. I guess there's a nest around here. They must have thought it was a hawk, but once I got a little ways away, they left it alone. I know when I was coming back, they started flying around it again. It was pretty funny. They didn't get that close, so I would have brought it back if they would have got too close. I'm gonna head back to the campsite now. It's getting pretty hot. So when you use a drone, like the one I have, you have to use a tablet or a smartphone to see what you're doing. You don't have to use it, but it makes it a lot easier so you can see what's on the camera. Well, about 10 minutes in to the flight, the tablet overheated and shut down. So luckily, you're supposed to keep the drone where you can see it when you fly it. It's supposed to be in line of sight, and I try to do that every time. Sometimes it gets obscured, depending on the light. But luckily, it was right where I could see it up behind a blue sky behind it. And thank goodness for this clear day. And I was able to fly it back kind of just on GPS and being able to look at it. So I bought a little cheap drone that was like 20 bucks before I got this one to practice with, and it didn't have anything fancy on it. I just flew it around the yard a lot, crashed it a whole lot too. Before I got this one, I wanted to get comfortable with flying it before I tried to fly a good one. So yeah, so I'm gonna head back. I don't know how much hiking we're gonna be able to do because the kids aren't feeling well. Gwendolyn went back right away. It's pretty hot today, but she hasn't been feeling well. She's been having a little cough, and she was running a little fever a couple days ago. But we've been traveling so much, I don't think she's been sleeping right, so it's probably part of it. But we'll try to do some small stuff. We're gonna probably take a ride down to the Grand Canyon too. I know Hattie's dad wanted to do that. I'm not sure because we got to bring them back in 2 days to Vegas to go for them to fly back home. And then we have about another week from tomorrow before we head back to Hawaii. And we'll still have a surprise coming up at the end of this trip. And I guess it'll be a couple of weeks worth of videos before y'all get to that. But I don't want to give too much away. We have to go to Fresno, I'll say that. And no, I had some people ask if Heidi was pregnant, and no, she's not pregnant. Just want to get that out there. She's not pregnant. It wouldn't be a bad thing, but no, she's not. And we'll announce it when the time's right, and that'll be in a couple of weeks when we get to Fresno, and then we can actually show you what's going on. I want to just tell you, we want to show y'all what's going on. I wanted to talk a little bit about what happened at Camo with the tide pools. We got a huge surge of people watching our videos, and we really appreciate that. And apparently it looks like we were the last people to put something on YouTube or record it and make it available to the public of the tide pools before the lava took it. And if you're not aware, I think it's episode 4, we were at these tide pools in Kapoho, Hawaii, and it's like it was a marine sanctuary, and it's just a beautiful area. Houses right on the beach. You can rent them, relatively affordably. It was just one of our favorite places on the island. Probably, other than where we live, probably our favorite place on the island to go visit for sure. And the lava just basically covered it up. And what used to be a bay is now a peninsula going out into the ocean. Just in the last, week. Since last week, we literally have a peninsula where there used to be a bay. And all of the houses are gone. Everything is just gone. It's just such a shame. It's such a beautiful area, but that's what nature does out there, and that's part of living in Hawaii. And I also want to say we are completely safe. We are extreme northern side of the island. We don't even have usually any fog or smoke in the air or anything like that. There's other parts of the island that have a little bit of fog, but they normally do. Kona usually has some fog. That's not anything out of the ordinary. It's been a little worse than usual, but that usually happens when the lava seems to go into the ocean. It gets a little worse. At the same time, I heard there's a lot of people that you know, canceling trips to the Big Island. And I mean, don't do that, you know. There's so many things you can see besides that part of the island. And I mean, just go look back at our videos and you can see, I mean, we haven't even scratched the surface. We've only been doing this for a few weeks, and we've been in Hawaii for several years, and I mean, we haven't even come close to seeing everything there is to see. But yeah, cancel a trip out there. And actually now's a really good time to come, because from what I hear, but since the people haven't been coming as much, the airfares are a lot lower. And we actually got flights to San Diego. One way was $185, and Alaska Airlines, not to do Alaska Airlines commercial, just more like a cheap airfare commercial. Alaska had a recent sale. It was $140 one way, each way, to Kona from San Diego. So I mean, a $280 round trip ticket to San Diego to Hawaii, and you can't really beat that. So if you watch for sales, it can be real affordable. And I mean, regular flights right now are like $180, $185 one way to San Diego. So getting to San Diego might be one thing, but there are some relatively affordable flights, even in the summertime, and that's kind of strange for right now. Usually the flights are 2 or 3 times that much in the summertime. But I encourage everybody, please go to the Big Island, go visit. They need it. You know, a huge part of the income there is tourism. So, you know, there's no reason to depress the economy right now. The island isn't on fire. It's a really small part of the island that's having this happen to, and it's super unfortunate for the people that live there. But it's no reason to cancel a trip or not come. So I urge you to please still come. We could use the help out there. Thanks. This little guy right here. Going around. Doesn't appear to be too scared of me. He's quick. Oh yeah, check this out. So I think you can see the east entrance to Zion from here, and I'll try to show you that with the zoom. The zoom isn't great on this camera, but let's see if I can show you. So there's a road down there. I can't see it from here, but let me zoom in. There's a car. Sorry, it's so shaky, guys. Yeah, the zoom isn't that great. The stabilization on this camera isn't too so well. It's pretty old. So what we'd like to do is hopefully get to a point where, you know, if we get enough subscribers and people watching, you know, we can make some money, and that money will help us buy new camera equipment and just fund this little operation. It can be expensive, you know, if you buy expensive stuff. This camera that I use, it's like a little Canon. I got the name of it in the description. It's I don't know, it's probably, I think we bought it right before Gwendolyn was born, so it's probably 6.5, 7-year-old model. But I mean, it seems to work pretty good. It's full HD. It's good for now. And like I said, hopefully we can get to a point where we can afford to buy a better camera. Luckily, I was fortunate enough to be able to get a drone. Yeah, so we do okay with the job that I have, and I'll go into that maybe later on with detail what I actually do. Most people that most people that know me, well, they would know what we do, but yeah, we'll get into all that stuff at some point later on. Yeah, we're just trying to travel a bit and get some experiences for our girls that they might not get otherwise. Let me show you this trail I'm walking down. So it's a 4x4 trail right up the camp, from the campsite. I'm not even in Zion right now. I'm outside of the park. That's why I could fly a drone. It's against FAA rules to fly drones inside of national parks. It's off limits. I don't know if you can hear me with the wind. The drones are off limits inside national parks. You can fly them. Apparently there's like a gray area. So if you're outside the park, you can fly them into the park if you're flying it, like if you're not standing in the park. So I can technically go stand by the border of it and fly it into the park and then get some views in there. But, you know, I don't even try to do that stuff. Well, some people do it, and I mean, I guess it's okay. It's fine if that's what you want to do. There really isn't a rule against it, and I don't know if it's a gray area or not exactly how to work that, so I'd rather not even take a chance. But yeah, that's another thing. If you have a drone over a certain weight, it needs to be registered with the FAA. So if you're not doing that, if you have a drone and you haven't registered it, make sure you go do that. That's my public service announcement for this year. Alright, so I gotta concentrate on where I'm walking because I'm about to bust my butt. This is a pretty steep trail. I'll show you my view. And there's the campground. Right down there. We're back at the RV now because it's really hot. So this temperature is inside in the RV with the AC on full blast. And the AC works really good. It's just really hot. So I don't know how much hiking we're going to do now. But yeah.
You should jump in.
So I used to teach Gwendolyn how to play checkers. Now what? Excuse our mess. This thing is tiny and we got like 6 people in here, so yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay, go ahead.
how are you gonna get back there?
Yeah. Peanut butter sandwich. If you've ever been RVing, then you know stuff breaks, and even with the rental, of course, stuff's gonna break. So when we were dumping our sewage at the last RV park, the hose actually, good thing I was standing right there. So as I opened the valve for the black water to come out, the hose started to break away from the coupling that hooks on to the sewage. And luckily I was right there, and I had gloves on and everything. I was able to catch it, and it only spilled a little bit. But again, luckily I had gloves on. But so now I gotta fix that. We got a clamp, and I'm gonna clamp the thing, and yeah. So it's just one of the things. They said anything you need to buy, like to fix something, or if you have to buy a new sewer hose or whatever, if you keep your receipt, they actually reimburse you. So that's a good thing. I'm sure they're all like that. I never checked at any other places, but I'm sure they're all the same. And again, the only reason we went to this place is because they had a sale. It was like 100 free miles a day per day. Yeah, 100 for every day you have it, you get 100 free miles. So that's actually really good because a lot of the places they charge mileage, and this place charges mileage too, and it can be really expensive, especially if you want to go far away. It can be expensive.
That's an off-road piece of equipment. It's a cute little blacksmith right here. Blacksmith shop. They make horseshoes. Gonna go see some horses, Elowen? Look. More horses. You waving? Are you waving to the horses? You've never seen horses before, huh? What's your hypothesis? Don't Do that to her face.
Anyway, what is that? Mommy, what is that thing? Watch out, it's coming towards you. Get down.
The cricket.
I'm riding my pretend invisible bike.
Here you come.
Here comes Erhling. Hey, it's not funny.
You had fun, Owen? Now Gwendolyn's turn.
Ready?
Red.
Here we go.
Got enough air in tires?
Yep. Good.
Good.
Yes.
Careful, watch where you're going. Watch where you're going. You go mountain biking, Mommy? I think we need to put the seat up a little bit. Need a handlebar extension.
Get that Bobby!
Alright, let me ride your bike now. Take it, Gwendolyn.
The beetle.
Mommy, Ellen wants to ride it now.
I'm done. So each had what, 3 turns? You gotta learn how to balance.
Get some it's not gonna work, Glenn. We gotta get some training wheels for it. Glenn eating some marshmallows. Roasted marshmallows. Pop it.
What do you think, Gwendolyn?
Stick some marshmallows on the table, Paul.
Okay.
Where are you going to go?
Wow, look at that. It turned out good.
Choose or stick. Okay. Here are the marshmallows. Here's the marshmallows.
It's a loud cricket. Join us next week as we drive all the way around the Grand Canyon and go visit the South Rim, but only for a few hours as we had to get back to Vegas for Heidi's parents to fly out the next day. See you next week.
Happy